How do they buy it now? Like, do they just promise?
They text me. Yeah, everything's on an honor system.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's all
Did
promises.
you see what we're gonna do next?
What are you doing?
It's called the Isle of Brew. We're just gonna broadcast. We're gonna salvage all the broadcast stuff.
Okay.
Move it into my apartment.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna do a 2-hour show. Every Wednesday we'll try bouncing around nights. And basically what's gonna happen is you pick a worthy cause. Like the first one I
Hello,
was,
people.
rights years ago.
We are live to YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And if you hit share, more people will see the art.
That between him and Minchie, that's what inspired me to open Girl House. So one day I would go and look them up and send them a painting. And that's what we're gonna do, a 2-hour special talking about things, how to make art, just art philosophy.
Art spaces.
Yeah, and in that 2 hours, we're gonna research a worthy group or person and package up the piece and mail it to them.
That's
Just like,
fun.
yeah.
I love that.
Free, I'm demonetizing.
You've never like really became monetizing.
We're just gonna be blatant about it now. We don't have to pay rent anymore, so it's like.
To be honest, if I set my mind to it, I think I could make a lot of money, right? Like,
Yeah, like
that's the
your
thing
art
about-
is incredible.
That's the thing that bothers me about a lot of stuff. It's like sometimes people give me a hard time about being difficult. I'm like, if I wanted to be difficult, I could turn into a gorilla and throw shit everywhere. Like,
With no qualms.
I don't really
No
have a
qualms.
middle. Like, you know, I've been working on being a good guy for such a long time. Maybe you guys shouldn't keep provoking me. So,
That is fun.
yeah, I think I could have made money. I mean, I added up how much it costs to keep Gorilla House while it was open. And Jess and I could have bought a house instead of doing the service for people.
100%. But like the value of like the
And there's clout, right? Like my dream is, I've got this plan for when I die. I'm gonna have this funeral that's just like everybody shows up, hopefully like lots of people. We just blast Under Pressure, David Bowie.
okay.
Everybody
How many
goes on.
times? Like repeatedly?
One time.
Just
One
once.
time.
One time.
Like, it plays
They'll show up,
once.
they
Get
listen
the
to one song, and then I want them to break a window on the way home, and it'll be just like the city's shattered on my and they won't be able to charge me with it because it's just speculative until I actually die, and then I have to pay the price. So.
You like spend your whole life for creation, and then at your death, you're like,
Will you break a
screw
window?
it.
Honestly, like I feel like
Break
you
a
can,
window for each
hear me out, Rich. I think you can do better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I think like we can do something like more impactful than that.
Well, my other plan, and this is the thing,
It's
is
like graffiti art or something. Like
I
you need like
I keep doing favors for people, and then why do you try so hard? Like, the thing is, in the apocalypse, I'm just gonna let her rip. And what I hope to hear is people. I want to overhear someone say, "I knew Rich before the shit went down." He's never rolled a single dice. So like, I'll sure until the apocalypse, then I'm just gonna go crazy.
oh yeah.
Just go for it.
Oh, good thing I'm on your side.
Right?
I'm guilt free.
For
I take my
collecting
time.
shields.
I
for
ran the
collecting-
Rumble House. Now I'm gonna eat your arm.
Not yet, though. Don't worry, people at home.
Oh, there's 9 people.
We have
with us.
9 people with
What a nice
us.
celebration.
And if we could hit
When exactly
share,
did that mic come on?
we are. I said live. I said we're going live.
I was
So
just
everything's good. We are live to YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So if you would
This
be a
is kind of
doll
life or
and
death.
hit
Because
share.
there are 3 people here, and we're super grateful for that. But if people don't find us on Facebook and click share, then we're going to die. Life or death. Find some kind of social media and share it with us.
They are very nice pieces.
Oh, you got the Instagram going and everything?
What do you think?
I think you're.
Rusting?
Well, you've been telling me for 12 years that you're into technology.
Well, it's not that I can't.
Now you're
do
Uncle
it.
Technology.
Now I'm Uncle. I don't even know what that means.
Why wouldn't you be auntie? Is uncle like a governmental like
Auntie, uncle.
Well, I just thought the opposite of being anti-technology would be Uncle Technology.
Bro.
Pretty funny.
like okay, yeah, I see.
I see it.
Based on how funny he thought that
Well, I'm an uncle.
Me too. Me too.
I'm an auntie. So I was like,
Hi everyone at home. There's Michelle, Kelly, Dusty. Nice to see you guys. There's 10 people online. We're gonna start putting up pieces.
Yay!
So we're gonna start putting up pieces. You guys, you know the drill at home, and if you
How
don't,
do we show the Betty Page thing?
one at a time.
I got my hands on a Betty Page magazine.
Do you want to show around here?
No, let's
And-
wait till later. Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
No, it's okay. Whatever you want to do, we can show. So first, let's just get in the groove here. I really like these ones.
Yeah, I kind of went all up tonight, didn't I?
Goats. Goats. So people at home, this is
jarring.
how we do this. We're gonna show work.
This is nice because you can hang it any way you want because it's falling goats.
Oh,
And I pinned it on black paper, which is nice. And it's gonna go in a frame. And we're framing all that tonight. And you can frame it any way you want. This is because Jess is gonna tattoo her leg a little more, and it's gonna be falling goats coming out of banana.
I was trying to decide between snake and goats, and after seeing this, I'm like, I need some falling goats down my leg.
It's falling out of what?
Inanna is
Oh,
a
on her
goddess
tattoo, she's got a banana
and
a
a bunny.
rabbit,
Oh, okay.
And
I thought-
so there's gonna be like falling animals all the way down.
I thought maybe Nana was like a pet name for something.
Of all things. Banana
Of
is
all-
the pet name for all things.
Yeah. Good save.
This one
Yeah.
strangely is blacklight, but I don't know how it looks yet, so it may or may not be worth turning that on for.
There are some cool blacklight pieces, so we will.
Wait, are
turn-
there people with us?
Yeah, there's like 12.
Maybe
or
I'll turn the
13.
thing around too.
Oh
Send us
yeah.
Send us
So
some
if
cat
you want to
photos.
bid on pieces,
403-629-7424. Call now for a free set of signals. This is like a bunny fox.
it's
And I don't know
there
what
are
I was
some cute
thinking
foxes in
when I
that
did
big
that,
ear.
but I was it a bunny or a fox? I think it became a bunny fox.
In the UK, the only animal I saw was like foxes. It wasn't like rabbits. It was foxes. Yeah. They were really peaceful.
Yeah. Are there foxes in Alberta?
Apparently there are, but we don't see them as much.
Okay.
Seen one or fox too, but like it's very rare. Like I've been out to hiking with Sally.
So I thought I saw a fox. Because we have this, I teach in Cochrane, we have this school at the top of the hill, and just an aquarium of a library. And in the library in the daytime, all kinds of crazy wildlife comes up. It's like being like in an Attenborough special. And I was sitting quietly one morning waiting for a staff meeting, and I think a fox walked right up to our window, and everybody else said it was probably a coyote. I've seen coyotes. I don't know if I've ever seen a fox, but I really think this was a fox. Unless it was like
We do
the
have them.
fluffiest orange coyote with a huge tail and black legs. I was like, and so, and it was one of those snuffleupagus moments. I don't know if you guys are old enough to know what
Yes, I know
snuffleupagus
what that
but-
is. He's an imaginary person.
Yeah, so the fox
Yeah.
came and then left, and then everybody else was like, no.
Yeah. Some locals didn't exist, right? For the first bit of Sesame Street. Everybody, like,
Oh really? I didn't
yeah,
know that.
Big Bird would talk
Snuffleupagus.
about him, and everyone would be like, "Sure, Big Bird." And
Yeah.
he's like, "No, there's a Snuffleupagus," and they wouldn't believe him. And then one day he
It's been a
he
big
actually
reveal.
showed up. and
They
it was a
showed
big
him up
reveal.
because it was teaching kids that parents didn't trust them. So it was like, it was contrary to the messages they wanted to share. Right? They wanted kids to know that parents will believe them.
Here's a question: what are your opening bids for your?
I'll take anything tonight.
So artists at the minimum bid. Usually half the sale
What
goes to
did I
the
shoot so far?
house, half the sale goes to
Okay,
the
and-
artist.
Okay.
We put all of our sales into the house. So
How can I do this? Like, let's do the ones in the frames, and then we can know what the opening bids are because the frames should go a little. Can I show those the frames? Okay. So I don't know if this is if there's somebody scanning YouTube to that's one of my Betty Page paintings.
oh, right.
There's another Betty Page painting.
And they're all in really nice vintage
Showing them
frames.
really fast so the
They're not really
sensors
like
don't get me. No, they're not.
sensor.
Yeah.
Silly.
They're well, and it's strange too because I've been bumped off of like just starting to learn how TikTok works, and they've got some weird algorithms. If I turn TikTok on,
Which
I
one
see
did you show?
all kinds of horrible things that I shouldn't be looking at. just like bike crashes.
Oh, okay. I'm just showing like naked women. I'm like, what were you watching?
On TikTok? No, but I have a hard time keeping. Oh, this is one I think tonight. So Betty Peach had a pretty tough life. We just watched a
Yeah.
documentary about her, and she had been kind of one of my female heroes. This is double sided. I should have put 2 in there.
Oh,
But I didn't know that she'd had such a tough story. So it's tough when you like really admire somebody for their strength and their courage, and then you find out that they're not treated well. And then I didn't actually for Women's Month. Is it Women's Month? Yeah, I didn't know if Betty Peach paintings would be a good idea or a bad idea. She's one of my heroes.
no, but
But
it's like
then-
even more strength, or like
Sometimes.
I don't know how to explain.
So as long as it's not an exploitive.
Right.
That was not-
I don't think you do things out of exploitation. I think.
Well, that goes back to how we never see any profit. So
Exactly. That's what I mean. It's not
But
like
it
you're like
wasn't-
pocketing money you made off of the paintings of.
I was also gonna say like if he is exploiting, the number one person who's exploiting is you, Des, because like the amount of naked paintings I've seen of you.
The only
See?
exploitation that's gonna happen is after the apocalypse begins.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Just wait.
You know, that said though, it has been an ongoing. I just had an amazing idea.
Yeah.
Can I have one of my goats?
This is very close.
So this to me looks like it's a two-sided. It's a two-sided
The
frame.
goats are
And what? Thanks. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a goat on one side and Betty Page on the other
there.
side,
Oh,
and that way, depending on who's coming over, you can just flip it around.
I like that a lot.
Although, should it be a fox or a goat? 'Cause maybe a fox is more. I don't want to compare Betty Page to a goat.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Interesting.
Make it
Foxy.
foxy.
Yeah, I like that.
I like it.
But the thing is, you have to cut it. It's an 8x10. That was
Cut it.
the paper cutters.
I'm going
are
to
good.
give you this.
Perfect.
Well, it looks like people have.
Oh my gosh, there's bids coming in. Oh, Dusty bid 20 for both goat pieces.
Oh,
Uh,
good thing you. Good thing you
Oh,
didn't
you
put a goat
chose
in
the
there.
fox. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dusty bid $20 for the 2 goat
Thank
pieces.
you, Dusty.
Thank you, Dusty.
Do you remember how we changed this to like lots of different colors?
Yeah, and then it's like,
Oh, that might work. So I have this black light, and it's a lot of work to set up. But I also have. Is that showing my black light? Not really. Okay. I'm going to show you this under the black light before we close the bid on that one.
and then
Can you show this Volkswagen?
yes,
The
definitely.
Volkswagen!
Hey, so Kelly bid 5 on the Fox of Riches.
The Fox. Tell Kelly it's attached to a Betty
Kelly,
Page,
It's going to be attached to a
but
Betty
I
Page.
haven't come up with an opening bid yet.
So hold your horses there.
Has to be at least 20.
Well, that's a
Are you
double-sided frame and 2 paintings, so I might start the bid at 50 because it'd be funny to have that somewhere. Okay, what am I doing?
Grandma comes over the painting.
I have one of my nudes in the bathroom at my house, and then it's now at my friend's house in her bathroom. When I went to law school, and I figured she was the best person to have it. Yeah, because she has like her mom has a horse painting of me,
Yeah.
and so I was like, she already had leverage.
I love that. That was so good.
So she has all the leverage against me.
Okay, I do all my black light paintings in my head, and so I never really know what they look like till I see them. And this one's kind of fun because it's on black paper, so this might very well do nothing.
Whoa,
Alright,
that's
so-
cool. Is that you guys on the water?
Yeah, there's a story behind that.
Are you wearing a thong, Jess?
No, I just have a very sculpted buttock.
Oh,
I think I'm wearing jeans.
I can tell what Rich
Oh,
likes.
that's cool.
Okay, here's how I do this. This way.
Oh, your thread is a look.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, so this is a. Gosh, what am I doing here? Okay, my first day. Okay, here we go. The black light goat. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
so
cool.
here's something I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I didn't know if this would work. and it's working really well. Almost
Cool.
like a light bulb. And actually, for the next project we're working on, the Isle of Rue, which is funny because it's Teru with Isle and of. But
see.
the Isle of Rue, I was just looking into getting a neon sign of the Isle of Rue. It's like $900. Now, that seems highly reasonable. But I actually might end up just doing some.
Blacklight.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
so this one's blacklight. I'm just gonna move it out of the way.
Oh my god. Yes.
Vicky, if you're watching, this is your table.
So I sold this
Table
painting to
painting.
Vicky last week, and she wanted me to mount it, but even better,
So cool.
I put legs on it, so it's a coffee table now.
Oh my god, that's gorgeous.
She thought she was buying a painting and she got a
But
coffee
bam!
table.
I love the space stuff.
Yeah. Well, I did call her before I mounted it.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
That could have been a bit of a shock. And then this is one that, well, it's kind of a sketchy story behind this one. So what happened was Andrew brought in some work to donate. These are in the worst spot. Can you move this part too? Yeah, thank you. And Andrew was brought in some stuff to donate, and one of the things he brought was a Van Gogh kind of like plasticized print that was kind of 3D, and liked it, but also so kind of offended, like when you take the masters and turn them into like kitsch. So what I did was I multiplied the kitsch by 1,000.
I know.
Because the colors were kind of dull. So what I did is I pumped up the colors and I painted back into it. I also
Cool.
I also
Big 50
changed.
on it.
50! That's the biggest bid we've had tonight.
And then if I can show you under the black light. So here's-
It's so cool under the black light.
Oh, I got it.
And can I do the I'll hold you hold
Yeah,
it and
no,
I'll-
just turn the black light off
you're going to turn off your light.
and night glow.
And then the stars
Oh my god, it's phosphorescent. That's even cool.
Yeah, so
So cool, Rich.
it is a weird kind of like glitch that I have that I do this. And I picked it up, I think, off of Ian, which I say this over and over again. Part of me was a little bit snobby when I opened Gorilla House. And then that snobbery very quickly washed away. But there was remnants. And one of my most snobbish remnants was I had a bit of an aversion to working with blacklight because it's so seductive, just cheesy and beautiful and gross at the same time. And then all at once I inherited, somebody donated some paints to us and there's a whole stack of like blacklight paintings. I'm like, I'll just use these up. And then, the first time I lit up one of my painters, like, oh, and it like floated off the ground a little bit. And more so, I love going with the black light and the night glow.
Yes.
So it's a daytime, nighttime, and they change shapes, right? If you're really thoughtful about it, for instance, this rocket it's actually painted out of two reds, right? So there's a black light reflective red and just a regular red. And when you switch from the
Regular
the
red.
daylight to the black light, it changes quite a bit because it goes from all red to just a sheen of red. And if I can get like a morning, a lunch, and a sunset all in the same painting, I'm usually quite thrilled. So okay, do you have the phone? Any?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we have for goats?
So the two foxes are at 20 for Dusty.
Dusty has
And-
2 foxes. Wait,
I thought you said
2
two goats.
goats.
There's 2 goats.
Goats.
Are they 2 goats?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
wrote down. Thank
Can
you,
I
guys.
can I see the other goat?
It's over there. It's still wet, so I put it over there.
That's a fox.
What?
That's a fox. Where's the other goat?
It's goat.
Did Dusty see the black light goat?
I think Dusty's watching.
So there's almost no indication of the blue sky
Yeah,
on
that's
this black
really
paper.
cool.
And then I actually didn't know how well the black light
So
works
cool.
Oh, the black
on the blue
background.
paper. This I don't remember being black light at all.
Two little goat butts
No, there's no
floating
black light to this. This one's got a black light background. Dusty's got these 2 at $20.
around. Yes.
And with a 10-minute lag, $20 going once, going twice, going 3 times. Sold to Dusty. In case Richard in Illinois texts us in the next 9 minutes, that one's done.
And then Alex has your Van Gogh piece at 50.
Van Gogh at $50.
Does anyone else bid?
Not yet. Let us keep up.
$50 to a Van Gogh replica painting that, oh, I see. It's the pockets and her sculpted butt.
Yeah, that's what I asked. Like, 'cause
Oh,
in the
yeah.
dark, it looked like she was wearing a thong, but then it just.
It's not
sculpted.
nice.
Must be a butt.
It's kind of like,
Multi-dimensional.
yeah.
Badass.
Yeah, multi-dimensional resto.
So I used to do this thing with in math. You'd have these red mirrors. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's basically a red lens that you'd use for reflecting.
Oh,
your
yes,
photos.
yes.
But also they'd be the visor all day, right?
Yeah.
And so when you look through the red, all the yellow. Or can I tell the story? You look
Yeah.
like you're in a rush.
I'm just showing people,
Oh, okay,
and then I'll
yeah.
talk about the map.
Okay, sometimes you're like,
Oh, those are also UV as well.
Yeah, I know that.
yeah. So and I also had once a pair of sunglasses that were that deep red, and like you had to guess which traffic light was on. Right?
Oh, no.
Yeah. So,
That's
but
dangerous.
when if you put the red lens in front of your eyes, all the yellows, all the reds, all the oranges disappear. Right. So actually, it's kind of nice. You put the red glasses on, and you go down to a shopping mall, and all the signs are blank.
Oh my
Very
God.
restful. Not good for driving, but
No.
but then your greens and your purples and your blues, they show up with the lens on. So I'll
Yeah.
write Mr. T is awesome, and then I'll just pepper it with orange and yellow in all different colors, so you wouldn't notice the letters. It just is junk, and then also when you put the red lens on, it would say Mr. T is awesome. Or like have like two images happening at the same time, and behind the red lens is one image, and that's something I really like to do because I'm a nerd. Yeah. Okay.
No,
Let's
but
see.
it's optics. It's like
I
that's what we
love to
do.
play with the.
Like-
Medium crab.
What we do.
Okay, hold on. How many people we got with us?
Lots.
I'm going to time this one out. Okay, $50 to the
Alex going once.
frame Van Gogh going once,
Are you checking the text messages too?
Let's look.
going twice.
Wait. Look at the text messages.
Oh, Leanne bid 60.
Oh.
Oh, 70. Okay.
I'm glad I said something.
Right? You like saw the light go on.
I need it.
Sorry,
How
bud.
long ago was COVID?
3 years ago.
Yeah, so for 3 years, once a week, 50 times an hour.
Leanne bid 80.
90.
Oh.
Please, Leanne, please. I need
It's
it.
a masterpiece.
It kind of is. Like
It's at 90
painted
now?
right over top of a print of a
Yes.
masterpiece. So even if I had nothing to do with it, it's built on the skeleton of a masterpiece. And then I'd like to think that if the plastic printout of a Van Gogh piece wasn't enough, modifying it to be the Bow River
It's wicked.
has a layer to it. That's
Leanne says it's all his.
Oh.
Yay! Oh!
Wait.
And Christine just bid $100 for
Oh!
Oh man.
And Christine just bid 100. There's so much emotions. It is at 100.
I owe you one. I promised him that painting, and then I put it in the auction. I'll paint you something else. Okay.
Awesome.
So good. Okay.
It's funny though, because you had that show, right?
Yeah.
And we talked about how whenever people put up shows, we don't see them again. And then so like I tell people that, and then they still don't come back. And then I was like, oh man, I've been waiting for months to give you this painting, and I hadn't seen this until like you got busy. And then I was like, oh, I guess he's not coming back. So then I just set my mind to putting it in the auction, and then he showed up again. So I was like, oh, my brain needs this to be in the auction. I apologize, but
No worries.
Doesn't matter.
I've been
We need
like
the money
a cat
anyway,
just
so.
studying my butt off like constantly.
I know Oliver's been. Are these sold? These are done, right? Okay, good. Goats went where?
Yes.
Okay. Can Can I show this? Am I being a pig?
Are you putting it?
Oh, I'm putting
in
this
the thing?
inside of.
It's over there.
I was going inside the frame with
Yeah.
the Betty Page. And
So-
you're putting them together on Fit for a minimum you said of $50.
Yes.
Gosh, someone's paying attention. So this is by Allie. It's called The Enlightenment Feather. And so this is also
Did you paper cut it?
Yeah, the
Oh,
paper cutter's
I'm
in the
gonna
other
go-
room.
yeah, I know.
And this one's called Grow. So this is opening at 10 and this is opening at 20. And I'm gonna
What's it made of?
Actually 15 and 20.
Oh, sorry. 15,
This is early.
15 and 20. And it's
What is
air
it?
dry
It is
clay. Yeah, air dry clay and gouache painted and then Mod Podge sealed. It has a really beautiful feel to it. It's like very magical. Oh, that's very dark.
Whoa.
So the Enlightenment Feather is nice. It's written the title on the back and also black light. So opening 20 and opening 15. And they really feel like little magic talismans. So text 403-629-7424 if you'd like to bid on any of these lovely pieces. It's by Allie. Growth, opening 15. And the Enlightenment Feather, $20. And while this is on, I'm going to pull up some more that are very nice and black and white. Well, actually, let's look at this. Alex's. Oh, here it
Oh,
is.
that's
This one was
Whoa.
Holy.
Cool.
So beautiful.
What is it?
It is a view of the world based on a central point of Canada and North America.
Okay. Cool.
That's interesting because I was looking at these shapes, and then that's really cool. I was just we were talking just how different people are trying to map the world from different perspectives
Yeah.
and how to get the sphere flat. And then I
Mhm.
like the idea of saying like this is the center, and then everything splays out from there when you're looking.
Yeah, I was kind of like thinking about how I did on the 13th. I did that star map.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
This is kind of like the counterpart to it.
The Earth piece. What's your opening bid?
It's 20.
I'm just popping these.
No,
up
that's
real quick to
okay.
see. I'm trying to remember which
This
one
is
it's
opening $20 for Alex's piece.
Ooh, can I show you something else?
Yeah.
I
Our
did this.
world.
I did this.
$20. Oh,
It's too much. Sometimes these are.
beautiful.
Sometimes the black lights.
Text 403-629-7424.
That's 403-629-724. I think this one might be a failure.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think so.
It's
Oh,
fun.
it's actually pretty good.
It's really
Oh
cool.
yeah, that's cool.
I thought maybe it was a bit loud.
It's pretty fun.
It is a bit loud, but it
It's
works.
fancy. Are good.
Well, they're gonna space in like the shadows is what actually makes it in this
Oh, yeah.
part. In this one, like everything is loud, but
Yeah.
I think in the space like mellows it out a little.
Okay, so this fox. Ooh, and then I finished this. Actually,
I'll bid $10 on that box.
this fox.
Yeah, I'll bid $10.
Hey, thank you.
$10 going once, $10 going twice, $10 going 3 times. You get 10 minutes. It's a little wet, so okay. So I got Betty Page on the front and a fox rabbit on the back. So
Fox rabbit.
if it's on your desk and some stiffs are coming over, you can flip it around. Did I say that right?
I think
Stiffs,
so.
I don't know. Vanillas.
Tapioca.
When grandma come over.
Toast.
Yeah, or just grandparents. All right.
Grandparents. Actually, my grandparents were pretty wild on the one side.
Yeah.
On the other side, not so much.
Whose piece is this?
This is by Amanda. So Amanda was working here, and I really love this piece. And also,
Go ahead and love it.
it is beautiful. Sometimes it's how it feels like living. You just keep building little support structures to all
It's
the
not black light.
overhangs. It kind of looks crazy though. Whoa.
You're more blacklight than that. I'm not like saying that in a
It
negative
is
way.
not black light. Oh,
I was more like apologizing for
green?
and wait for this.
No,
And,
that's
oh,
okay.
you remember when
I
paintings were just
really
paintings?
like the little,
I love the green.
and I love that the land looks like waves, and I love the little
I
hideout
wonder if
there.
Theo's with us, and I wonder if
And I
Theo
will-
sees his how he gets carried into other people's works as well, because there's some really beautiful stuff happening in there.
Treasure Planet vibes.
What
Like
is it?
slight Treasure Planet vibes.
Is that like Treasure Island?
Yeah, it was this.
Is there a
Disney
Ben
movie
Gunn?
that was made? That was.
Is there a character named Ben Gunn?
No, there isn't. But yeah, it's kind of like that, but in space.
So opening is 25.
Did you show this?
Yeah. So this is a new artist that we just met tonight. And so this is a digital print. So this is by Jola. This is a digital print. This was painted digitally. So the red was painted in digitally on the computer. The opening bid for this is $70.
Which have pretty much covered his printing.
And yeah, just outstanding. Also, a fan of the Beetle Bugs.
We're a fan
And
of
look at those
Beetlejuice.
beautiful hubcaps.
Hello.
So opening 70 for Jola's. Oh no, I misread that. Can you show it again? I misread that. That's not the opening bid.
What's the opening bid?
$200 is different than 70.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
$200 is definitely different.
My apologies, Jola. I am tired, and I apologize.
So basically,
So the
I gotta
photo?
sell 2 paintings to make up for.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
So opening is $200 for that one, and that makes a lot more sense because, like you said, the printing and the digital artwork put into that.
Look at this
Beautiful.
tiny little painting.
Little.
It's happy, kind of like a rainbow forest. Who are these kooks that bring this stuff in here?
That's by Rich.
I
David.
did them.
I know.
Nice little frame.
I know your works. You do small and really big.
Ooh, oh, yeah. Who's
This is by Brandon. This one is opening 120 for this acrylic
I really
on
like
board.
the stability of it as well,
And yeah,
and
and,
the matte. I love
Yeah.
the matteness of it.
and the very expression of
It's
the
fun.
work.
There's like 100 things we have to teach in our curriculum, and the one thing they actually left out in the high school, junior high curriculum is we never talk about luster, right? Like first thing
we talk about it, but
We
it's
do.
not in the
it's
curriculum.
not in the curriculum, right? And it's
Yeah.
not in the textbook, and it's just glazed.
Ah,
Yeah. Matte is cool. It's a different luster kind of.
Yeah, I love it. Sometimes I paint exclusively with the gessos because they're so matte. They like absorb light.
Any bids?
Not yet.
possibly is.
We do have 15 people with us.
That is lovely.
Just to check the ringers on.
So this one kind of reminded me of Amanda's with the waves. So I'll show people here too. But this is by Riaz. And Riaz, this was his first time selling the work. So
Oh, it's so cute.
it was really cute. It was his first time.
Right, bud.
It's okay. So it's a very sweet painting, and he started it last week, and then he said he wanted to take it home and do some of the detail work. So there's really beautiful.
Why do I feel like I bought that last week?
Because you were like, I love this, and he's like,
Oh,
I'm
but I
not
didn't buy
selling
it.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and then he came back with it finished. So this
Do
is
you know
by
who I am?
Riaz, and it's opening $10. And yeah, I just really dig
What about this
the
one?
line work.
This is a magpie or a blue jay?
This
Or a
is by
crow?
Anne Christine.
Do you know what kind of animal it is?
Anne Christine, is it a crow?
I think it's a
She's watching with us.
magpie.
I think it's a magpie.
It could be like
It's
the white.
beautiful.
Could be like a
crow.
jackdaw.
Is it? It's painted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
beautiful.
So Anne Christine does a really beautiful job of the glazing and the different layers to build up her surface. So it's acrylic on canvas. Opening is $20.
Ooh, yeah, I like it. So pretty.
This.
And this is also Anne Christine. Opening is $10. It's on a canvas panel.
That's really pretty too. The contrast is so nice.
It's funny. She was talking about this one. She was talking about how it came from a reference photo.
Yeah.
And lots of people work from reference photos, but it's that's kind of that style you see quite a bit of when you do the Google search of art. And it's like, this is what art looks like now. Only, I love how subdued the colors are in contrast to how like
Over the top of
yeah, I love it. I love like it's bright, it's vivid, but it's not that same color palette that you see everywhere. And I really like what she's done here. It's almost a criticism of those paintings that you see.
So Kelly bid 20 on this one.
has good energy.
It does.
And Dinah just bid 20, but I'm just letting her know. Oh, typing. 25 to Dinah. Thanks, Dinah.
Should we do a countdown?
Oh,
Some more coming in.
yeah. Oh, Alana bid 40 on the last one, which is the last.
It's on the stool over here.
Oh, thanks.
40?
Alana, is that correct? Hold on. Can I just take a picture?
That's a super funny way we should do the auction. The last one. Because there's a 10-minute lag. And then at the end of the night, we would be so confused.
Kelly bid 30 on the Magpie.
Okay.
And then, yeah, that was correct. Alana said yes.
Perfect.
That's the one. So
Perfect.
I'm going to just write that down. 30 to Kelly. For the Magpie.
What bridge is it? Your mural is?
The 10th
Under the
Street, C Train Bridge.
Sea Train Bridge.
The troll.
Okay. Thank you. All right. This is by Derek Bow.
I love it.
Last week, one of the themes was troll. We're looking at trolls, and that's what Derek painted. It's so lovely.
Maybe I was inspired about the troll from seeing the troll. He looks like a guy you know.
Yeah.
I love it. He's like a Shrek.
Totally. So cute.
I'm so uncomfortable with the asymmetrical horn.
Yeah, because it
I
just
love that it
got
makes me
busted off
uncomfortable.
in a fight.
Is that what he said?
I don't know. It just makes
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It seems natural. Like it's more authentic to me.
But like when goats have one like
Yes,
busted
they
off,
always
it's like
do.
always. This is by Kyle. Opening. Whoa.
Hello.
Opening to right in overload 25. Oh, look at that. I like the scratching in. I see most in there. It's kind of a collaborative work. There's scratching in. There's graffiti on the graffiti.
Can you turn the light off for a second?
All of it.
No, the black light. It's crazy. That's so vivid.
It's so bright.
The night flow black light is quite a bit brighter than the black light. I thought this might be night flow because it was so vivid.
Mm-hmm.
And then he must just have a really I gotta find out his product.
Maybe you
because-
put a base under it or something.
yeah, it's crazy bright. I mean, it's
Going
neat.
through the
It's-
canvas. It's so
yeah,
good.
right. It's neat when your art products that carry no charge can light this intensely off of another lamp in reflection. Like that's just
Wow.
kind of mind blowing to me.
I feel like you should start a line of like safety vests,
Good catch.
artistic safety vests.
That
Right?
is a good idea.
Is a really good idea.
Is this Darcy?
Yeah.
Darcy.
Yeah, right.
Darcy in the black light, and then
Would your staff wear that?
does the staff, our staff?
Is
Oh.
the
You
people you work with wear that?
Oh,
What's your day job?
I don't know. Actually, I just switched, but I work for a forklift.
Oh, okay. We have to wear safety vests too, but for supervision.
A lot less of.
I'll tell you,
Teacher with it, you could brand a whole line of teacher safety vests, man.
Totally.
having
Yeah, so
having
much
worked
fun.
some construction and then getting my teaching degree, and then they brought us in safety vests for supervision. I'm like, no, like I taught a behavioral school where a kid horked in my face. I was stabbed, set on fire, all these kinds of things. Not wearing a safety vest on supervision, like I'm not wearing. It's not a dangerous job.
Yeah.
And if I'm 10, if I'm 10 years old and I have a BB gun and I can see,
It's just more of a target.
yeah, no, it's like there's an X on it.
Yeah.
Another magpie. I know who did that.
A subtle watercolor. by
Rich
Rich
did that.
Taru.
It's you?
Yeah.
I've never seen you.
I know he's really getting into these beautiful
It's
subtle
so
watercolors.
subtle.
Yeah, and there's some neat textures on there that are. What do we?
There is a question. How much are the rainbow ones and the Betty Page ones in the gold frames that Rich did?
What's a rainbow one? Oh,
Maybe the color.
okay. Who are you talking to?
Dustin.
Okay,
What's the opening bid for the magpie?
Yeah.
By Taru.
$5.
$5 for the magpie by Taru.
See, I have 20 paintings tonight, and when I have 20 paintings, $5 is a good opening bid because, like, you can wait, and then you know what I mean. Like everybody
Yeah.
can get a painting for $5.
Dinah bids $5 for the magpie.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is actually the first of the Betty Page paintings I did. It's actually so small and such detail. I'm not sure if you're gonna get the full effect of this on camera.
Oh, Dinah bid $10.
For which?
The magpie.
Okay. And then this is
Oh,
this is
Baker's
a
house.
saucier. Actually, this one I was really feeling protective of Betty Page because she really put it all out there. We ended up with
She's so like.
we ended up with a magazine of Betty Page, and it was pretty inspirational. And so I just sat down and I whipped off a bunch of Betty Page paintings.
What are your opening bids for the?
5 for any of them. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to describe them though. So if you like one, describe it to me, and I'll try and get it back to you.
I could also take
Betty
a
Page.
picture.
Underdressed and in a provocative stance, maybe.
They all
Yeah, we used to do a thing. Anyways, just
just take a picture.
if you want a Betty Page one, let me know and I'll put them up. Okay? Like there's I don't know.
I'll take a picture of them. Can you show the echo? Oh, we got a bid for 25
The Echo.
to
25, 25, 25.
to Damien. I'll write it down.
Is that a Becky one? No, just me. I'm the only one that thinks that's funny. That young guy that came in today, we're talking about the Iron Giant, and here's a this is so funny. There's like black masking tape to mount this, and I was just playing when I ate lunch. But sometimes they're my favorite paintings, and I'll see this, and I go, wow, like, what was I thinking on that day? I was thinking I got to put the brush down and eat my soup. And so this is a random farm painting of a robot in a vivid sun, but it's a nice floating frame, and the frame's probably worth $30. But
Oh,
What?
Dustin asked for the whole page set for $50.
let's just see. I've never even
So
considered.
all of the goats, or what says
All the
like
goats.
Dusty?
Pages.
Dustin.
Oh,
sorry.
Dustin. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dustin.
Dustin.
There's
So that's
good.
all of
That's
the
a good
Betty's
deal.
for $50. That's a deal.
Yeah.
That's a steal of a
Actually,
deal.
that's 10 each.
Here's how I would rather do this, and I think this simplifies. So, Dustin, before we go too far, before things get out of control, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to put them in twos.
Isn't it simpler to just do the whole thing?
It is
That's
simpler.
way
Yeah, I
simpler.
think the 50 is a good deal.
50 for all of them.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I don't know how.
People
it's
can
simple.
outbid him if they
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a great deal for me. I'm just
Oh,
kidding. I'm
what
just
do you
kidding.
mean?
Well, 'cause
You
we-
are opening them at 5.
it. And you said that
You said
everyone could get it
anything.
$5. Like you get a pay for
Okay,
$5.
It's
so-
10 each right now.
Yeah.
no, is there 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, okay,
Okay, 5.
fine. 1.
He just loves the Betty Page paintings, Dustin.
Very, very rarely do I hang my own work. 2,
It's so funny.
3,
panties in that last one?
Or
Yeah, they were see-through.
Oh wow.
yeah,
They were saucy.
5.
Like see-through mesh.
5 Betty
Wow.
Page paintings, framed, nice little frames. I have a bid for $50.
Yes, to Dustin.
$50 going once. What time is it?
$9.50.
$50 going twice. $50 going 3 times. Write down the time. You got 10 minutes to bid on these babies. And actually, like they're really nice that they're all the same size.
I know.
If you have like a pillar or like one of those like wall dividers, and you line them up and down.
Yeah.
I'm
We
so-
just got our first kitchen, and it's all diamond, and so like that's
Your
part.
first kitchen?
like we never had a kitchen table
We've been
before.
together for
Oh,
12 years.
I know
But
that, but I
kitchen,
was
yeah.
like, I know you eat.
Yeah. On the floors usually. Yeah.
I made all of
Yeah.
our furniture, but because we're going to be shutting this down next year, we started
Yeah.
thinking about like how we're going to draw. So I said, "Don't worry, Felix. We're going to shut the gallery down, but we're going to do the show." And he's like, "Oh, that sounds great." He loves the pup. He's like, "Where are we going to make art?" I'm like, "Well, we'll have to get a drawing table." I woke up to go to the dentist, and he's just putting the socks on. He says, "Yes, how am I going to fit 2 drawing tables in this house?" And so I realized it was really important that he had a
The kitchen.
space and that I had
Yeah.
a space. And what we haven't had is a kitchen table. So we bought a diner with the metal edge table
Oh, cool.
and like metallic sparkly vintage diner chairs.
Amazing.
And so, yeah, I guess I was kind of hoping that some of the Betty Pages would bomb and I'd hang them in the kitchen.
There's still did Betty and the Fox get a bid?
Okay, so there's these. No, yeah, that was the other thing is I wanted to do that one separate.
Okay.
Okay, so 5 Betty Pages for $50, and then over here is Betty Page and a fox. Depending on who you got in your house, you can either have and this is the one I painted
And
tonight.
what's the opening bid on that?
Well, I was gonna say 50, but since I sold those I'm gonna make 25. $25 for this nice floating frame and 2 paintings. Opening bid $25.
Very nice. Okay, so and I will show some of the pieces that are open currently. We have Allie's, our really beautiful polymer clay. Maybe. Dustin,
Can I
were
touch?
these the rainbow? Yeah, they feel amazing. This is gross.
What do you mean
15
polymer?
opening.
What is
Our
the
air
process?
dry. So it's air dry clay with Mod Podge sealant.
Were you here
and
for
wash.
this? Did you see this happen?
Yeah.
Oh, when made.
Is it? Can you sand it?
Not well, you could not.
My
I'm not
question
too
is
sure.
if I rolled out a piece and I flattened it nice and flat, and then I carved into it, and then the air dried, can I sand it, and then I can use it for printmaking as well?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Can you imagine how easy that would make printmaking?
Oh, interesting.
Other than the sanding.
Yeah, it's cool.
Does she have more?
Yeah, she's been doing a lot of.
Is it an
UV
expensive
ceramics now.
product? Where do you get the polymer?
Air dry clay
Is this air
They're
dried?
Yeah,
like
it's air dry,
Michael's or
it's
like
air dry.
Walmart. I
Yeah,
think.
Yeah, we
I
usually
have-
do
like-
that at
like-
Michael's, Walmart,
I'll bring
or
some home. I
like
have
the
them
little-
in my
Dollar
closet.
Grandma has some.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have
it's pretty
some.
simple stuff.
You guys are so modern. Okay,
Probably not.
but
But,
I think I'm
one-
gonna try it for printmaking.
That's cool.
yeah.
it's
Because
super
it's nice
cool.
and light
Yeah.
and it's really, really beautiful line work. So this is opening 20 and this is opening 15. So you can text 403-629-7424.
That's 403-629-7424.
Also, this is by Alex, Our World,
You know what I really hear in my head,
opening
my
20.
dear, every time I do that voice? It's like the Johnny Cash collection when I was watching like WKRP in Cincinnati, and then all of the commercials were either Johnny Cash or Jim.
We're too young.
Jim Neighbors. Yeah, but they used to have these for sure. But they used to have these TV commercials where they'd like try and pawn off all the
Yes.
leftover Johnny Cash
Yes.
albums.
Okay.
And then now we're spending you could get 50 Johnny Cash albums for $20 because nobody wanted them back then. And
Yeah.
now we're spending $50 for one album.
Fun. The first time bidder Natasha bid $25 on the Fox and Betty Page combo.
Nice.
Thanks, Natasha. So for first time watchers too, this is really important. We will go through this massive chaos. And then I'll try to keep in touch with you with a phone.
Massive chaos.
And then I do total everything
You
up
look
on
so
the
good in this
weekend.
light, by the way.
Thanks.
Really pretty.
It's a beautiful ring light. And then I confirm everything over the
Wait,
weekend.
was that a
And then we do.
sarcastic thing?
No, it wasn't
That's a
at
really-
all. I was like me
Excellent.
not being able to.
Can I
take
ask you,
off
is there
my-
coffee in the back?
There is, yeah.
Do you want one?
Nope. So
Ooh, and the lights are off.
this is. Yeah. Yes. Or are you one of his students, Natasha? It's by Mr. T.
Wait,
Buddy.
is that true?
It sounds like it.
It sounds like, were you a student or are you a student? Because I don't know if I can sell you a Betty Page painting.
Oh shit!
the plot thickens.
Give your mother.
Rich sold a bong to one of his. It was a previous
What are you doing to me
student.
right now?
It's hilarious.
We think Natasha
It is.
Is she a current student?
Do you have a Natasha?
Not anymore.
Well, that's good.
Okay.
She's been watching this video
Okay,
though. With
can
us.
we? Okay, hold on. A second. Graduated in 2021.
Oh, okay. There
Can
we
I
go.
also say there's absolutely nothing exploitive? or-
No,
I know.
it's not rude or anything.
So, and now that I need to tell the bong story,
It was a former student that graduated. Clearly.
they just graduated, and the younger brother was still in my TA. And this is what happened: is a young couple came in here, the loveliest kids.
Yeah.
We had a glass blower here. He had like 9 lamps and a bong.
Oh.
And then he auctions off this bong, and I'm like super uncomfortable because former students are
Yes.
bidding on a bong, which is totally valid. They're
Yeah.
adults, and bongs are legal. Bongs were even illegal when drugs were illegal, but
Yes.
the drugs are legal now too. So like, I have nothing to stand on. I can't. Like, you can't have the bong.
Oh
because
no,
I'm-
and we
Yeah.
never judge. Like it's no judgment or anything.
a little bit of judgment.
Kind of
So-
funny.
So these cute couple, boy and girl, buy the bong.
Yeah.
Okay? They leave, and the boyfriend had bought the bong for the girlfriend. And like, I was a little more confident with the bong going home with the boyfriend than the girlfriend. The girlfriend's younger brother was still in my class, right?
Oh no.
So I forget about it. I'm just like, well, we'll find out. And a year goes by, and the younger brother goes off to university, and the parents find this bong in his closet. And so now he's in heat because his older sister bought a bong in my art gallery. And I'm just like, I really like this family, big little family.
They're cool.
I just don't want them to think bad stuff like Mr. Taylor sold me a bong. It was not like that, and I wasn't even part of that auction. I was like, I gotta go. So, but then his answer was so clever because he'd gone away to university, and while he was going away to university, they found this bong in his room. He's like, first of all, that's not mine. Second of all, why would you think I'd buy a bong and leave it in my apartment while I'm going to university?
Yeah.
Good point. Points well
University,
made.
you're gonna need it.
Yeah.
Point well made.
She said, Natasha said, dude, I remember he got so upset because someone made a bong in class. LMAO. This one is very creative. I can't figure out what it is. I think it's a vase. She's typing.
Okay. Well, if you think I was authentically upset about a piece of artwork based on someone,
you have to
Hilarious.
put this veneer on.
what are
when
you
you're
telling people?
in school?
What is it you're holding right now?
It is Chip. He's a
Oh, yeah.
modder.
Oh my god.
That lights up.
Yeah, I see in the dark.
So Chip has a box for his shells, and I think it might be UV as well. This is by Kelly. No,
No.
but it's cute.
So
cute.
amazing.
Um,
Someone made that?
Yeah, so Kelly alters stuffies and wires them, and so it's a little battery pack there, yeah, and his little shell is in the cute little box, and he is just really nice to hold. Oh, he has little rocks and shells more. That is really nice to hold.
Even though he looks like he's like possessed.
Yeah, and he
That's a good
could be like
Can I
a
also say
protection
something?
for your car.
Oh
at
yeah.
nighttime.
That's a great
He
idea.
could. That's a good idea, Richard.
You met Natasha. She came in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun. I was
And actually, Natasha was
It's
all time
super
one of the
cute.
coolest kids I ever taught.
yeah. No, No, I hope I didn't be like rude. I was just like laughing.
No, like-
It was fun.
You picked it up from Mr. T.
Yeah. Like, are you
like,
a
oh
current
crap,
student?
get Natasha's mom on the phone.
You know what? If you strike me
Here's
down now,
permission.
I'll become more powerful. Than the teacher removed for painting Betty Page.
That'd be
I
epic.
call that my stairway to heaven.
Yes. Yeah.
So this comes with a really cool it's magnetic, a resined octopus too. So Kelly's been playing around with resin,
Whoa.
and so this is maybe one of his valuables. Chip maybe has a valuable. So it comes with it. So it's $52 for the wired up
Whoa.
otter and the resin and the whole shebang.
Also,
And-
can I say this?
Yeah.
Where's my Betty Page?
I don't know.
The one with the fox. We're just gonna call it a fox.
To the right, behind the afro.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
thanks.
Good
Good
call.
eye.
Yes.
You guys are on the ball.
We're just gonna call this a fox painting,
Yeah.
and there just may happen to be a Betty Page in the back.
So beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
And so a couple things happened. Is we were gifted a Betty Page magazine, but also this one, we bought a Betty Page was like Full Throttle or something album, like.
It's an album.
Yeah, and it's really such a strange album because she had nothing to do with it, other than they were the kinds of songs you might imagine Betty Page listening to. They're just really like kind of
Random.
a lot of like snare drum rips and. Anyways, it came with this awesome little magazine that popped out, and it was just so. I find her so darling, and gentle with the way she presents herself. And for the time, she was so groundbreaking. Like,
Yeah.
for sure, flying an airplane across the ocean is a big deal. But also, Betty Page, I really feel like, and I kind of struggle with this a lot of times because a lot of times the groundbreakers in a lot of areas become retroactively the opposite of what they set out to be. And I really think, careful when I say this, I remember when I was a kid, the hairbands were pioneering cross-dressing. These metal thugs were wearing women's clothes and makeup. And I've never been a huge Aerosmith fan, but I remember the song "Dude Looks Like a Lady" was like so like, whoa, what do they do? We can do anything now. And same, I love David Bowie so much for breaking these boundaries. Now David Bowie, I think, held up better than Aerosmith because that song "Dude Looks Like a Lady" is now considered by some people like hate, a hate lyric.
Oh, I guess I can see that.
Right. So here you are in this context,
Yeah, there's
trying to pioneer opening up, blazing the trails, but in the tone that it's the same with Mark Twain, right? Like you're trying to blaze a pathway of acceptance, and then the world adapts around you, and then you're this relic filled with hate. And
Well, even like there's like certain churches and stuff. Like some of my ancestors started the Salvation Army,
right, you know,
and it was at the time like very punk rock, very progressive. And you wouldn't say that about the Salvation Army.
no, it's true.
Yeah.
Same with that poo on The Simpsons. Like with this, at the time, he was like the only
Totally.
person on TV like that.
Yeah.
And now, like
Like the stereotype.
Yeah. it's a negative stereotype.
Yeah.
I just, my theory is, and I really love, like, that's why I love Muhammad Ali and Sam Cooke so much, is you want to try and present yourself that history does its best to remember you in the most favorable light, because it's so easy to same with like anything else. You can make up a story about somebody who destroyed their lives.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to wait for them to, it's
No,
like
you
we're
don't need
living
to
in
wait.
days of is Jess heavier than a duck, right? It's really easy to
Yeah.
get rid of people, and so knowing that though, it's a good excuse to try and do your best all the time, so that people are wanting the best for you.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good way.
And then I painted this troll under the bridge. And the guy phones me on our way to LA. He says he's going to cut me because I've offended him, but he's so intensely worked up he can't explain to me what
About
it
the
is.
troll.
Yeah, he was having hysterics on the phone. The worst part was, in order, he'd read Felix, Jess, and Rich, and maybe it wasn't a great idea for us to put our names on the wall because we're trackable. Like, oh, Rumble
Yeah.
House, and now he's
Yeah.
phoning me. He's like, Felix, I'm gonna cut you. And I'm like, first of all, that's my son.
Yeah.
And second of all, like, what are you even mad at? Well, there's two layers to what he was mad at. The first one was he felt like the implication was if there's a troll under the bridge, then there's a toll. Unless you can pay the toll, you can't cross over into San Alta or whatever would be over there.
It's a conceptual anger.
Yeah, but there was another
You really
layer.
should have had a riddle there.
There was another layer though.
There wasn't, and there was the layer of mental wellness
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
we fly out to LA, and this guy, the last thing that said to me was he was going to cut me. And so, but it was a block number. But I kind of used my savvy and I put on the social media. I said, hey, if anything bad happens to me in the next couple of days, just check my second last call at 3:30 and
Yeah.
track that number down, which I think he was following. And then he got the impression that his number wasn't, when you block a number
Yeah.
where you're not sure if it's blocked. So after I posted that, after not hearing from him, he very readily started texting me way
Yeah, the
more
police
often.
fit
And
story.
kept, just kidding, kind of thing. I was like, yeah, that's cool. And then
yeah, that's cool.
I agreed to go for coffee with him because I'm like, what do you need? Like, I don't
Yes.
understand what you meant about it. What do
Yeah,
you need?
yeah,
He's
yeah,
like,
what
I
do
need a friend. I'm like, I'll meet you for
course.
coffee when we're back to the place. So we gotta meet for coffee. Jess is livid because I'm like, she's like, where are you going? I'm like, I gotta go meet somebody. Like, who are you going to meet? I'm like, I don't know. She's like, what are you like? I don't know who he is yet. She's like, why are you going to meet somebody? I'm like, you know who he is. Like, yeah, I just don't know who he is. Like, who are you going to meet? I'm like, the guy that's trying to cut me over the bridge. And she's like, why are you going to meet him? I'm like, because he exists. And he
Yeah.
knows where we live.
Yeah.
And it'd be better for friends, right? If I'm not going to kill him, get rid of the body. I got to make him my friend. That's been our philosophy for the whole time we're here.
I think we're so kind. But
And
that's
she
really
suddenly goes from "Don't go see him" to "You're going to be late. You're going to make him mad." I'm riding over to Tim Hortons to meet this guy, and I
Yeah.
can't find the Tim Hortons because she assures me there's one next to Canadian Tire, and I'm looking for it, and I think I'm in the right spot, and from 200 feet away, I'm like, here comes my guy, because he knows who I am. I've never seen him, but I immediately realized that's my guy because not only was he confused about the what was being said by this in this message, kind of like layers, but he was further confused by the fact that the troll under the bridge was just like him. Enough that as he's coming towards me, I'm like, oh, that's my new friend. So we had a coffee. We go for like this. I go. So what's going wrong? And his bike got ripped off, and I was like, maybe we can get you a deal if we go to the Beltline. So I walked him from there to the other side of downtown to get him registered at the Beltline. And at that point, I was looking to get him a bike. What are you laughing at?
Natasha. I'm just like, there's multiple conversations.
Yeah.
She said, I'm going to meet the guy that said he was going to cut me. Classic Mr. Timu. Like, I like that there's so many layers. I didn't mean to cut you off. It was really cute.
Everybody thinks this would be a lot less.
It's true. No, it's true.
Classic wrestler move, honestly.
Yeah.
Right? Don't you
Like,
think?
there's a
the
problem.
wrestling
And then part of that's the
Yeah.
empathy too, because it wasn't that long ago that the lady came in the front and she went into the bathroom for 45 minutes. It's like, that's fair. Do what you got to do. She came out of the bathroom with like a line of people, and she was kind of in the middle of a schizoidal fit.
Yeah.
And then we had food. I was like, hey, we got some food. And she interpreted that as, if I'm not going to buy anything, you got to go, because she thought she was in a restaurant. And then so she starts flipping out with, I can't say the right word, charcuterie.
Words, yeah.
Charcuterie,
Yeah.
whatever, cheese board. She pulls out a butterfly knife and starts whacking at the board, telling me she wants to be left alone. And Ty was in the corner because he's seen some stuff. And Donna was in the room. She's seen some. There's a lot of people that have seen some tough days in the room. And this lady's like freaking out and
This was a butter knife.
butterfly knife. You know the
Oh
Yeah.
no!
and the pieces of the border flying off. She's like whacking at the board because I just said like, do you want? And my crime was I was like, hey, are you hungry?
Yeah.
Right. So she's freaking out. And I remember I had one of those like Obi-Wan Kenobi moments where I was like, am I okay? In my head, I'm thinking, Rich, are you okay? And then the voice I heard was, you don't get cut today. And it was such a solid, deep,
Yeah.
concentrated voice in my head that said, you don't get cut today. And she froze, flipped the knife shut, and put it in her pocket. In the same moment, I was like, what's happening?
Oh, I'm gonna love those
And then I just walked around. I said, listen, everybody's welcome
Yeah.
here, but you just pulled a knife on me, so I'm gonna ask you to go tonight and come back next week. And when I came back in, Donna was so appreciative. She's like, Rich, you're really gentle with her. And Ty was like shook. And maybe 15 minutes passed before the endorphins hit. And I was like, I'm gonna cry.
Are you doing this? Like, yeah.
Not sucky baby
Yeah.
endorphins,
Yeah,
but
but
just
like-
straight up like,
The adrenaline like wears
Wears
off. And
off.
it's just like, oh,
oh,
hello.
I'm gonna help at the door.
Oh,
You good?
That's a
You know,
cool
it's
piece.
funny thing.
yeah.
The street cleaners.
This
doing
is
that.
by Morgan. Morgan painted.
Their effort fine because like my wheelchair got restricted. It's I face my friends trying to fix the opposite for me.
How much is a wheelchair?
The kind I need and put through probably like 7 something.
Sorry, I got distracted. This is opening $50. This is by Morgan Paul.
It's beautiful.
I really love the eyes.
Mhm. There's a lot of emotion.
This is Blacklight too.
Is it?
I don't know.
It could
Honestly,
be.
one of my favorite Blacklight events that had happened here was like when
Oh,
they
it has
ended up
like
getting
effect. It's
Allie's
cool.
headlamp and just going into the bathroom. All
Right.
of a sudden, no!
So funny.
If anything, like this is a cool book.
Yeah, longboard.
I got lots of long words in there about John Ford.
You see right there?
This?
Yeah, there's one more one.
And
Want me to move it closer?
I could get even else too.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good.
Okay, cool.
this is by also Morgan. Morgan, $50. It's a pretty nice store.
That's beautiful. It's very stoic.
I really like
Is
that.
it lightning?
Yeah.
I like the Game of Thrones vibe.
Yeah, it's really regal.
Yeah.
The eyes are really beautiful. This one too. Really good. And this is another one by Echo. Opening 25. No, I'm just curious.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Oh wow.
That's a totally like turnaround from
Yeah,
it's so
right?
different. with
Yeah.
That was one of Echo's
reveal.
earlier works.
Yeah.
I remember that's been in a couple of the.
Yeah. And this one too. This is by Alvin.
Oh, whoa.
That's
That is
cool.
wild.
That's a neat fact.
Wait,
Cool.
don't I own that?
Everything must go.
Oh,
Just kidding. I just wanted to show it. You own that. There you go.
Okay. I'll sell it if somebody's down to buy it. But I actually think
It's a really good.
pretty sure I bought this a few times.
Jessica just keeps putting all of our stuff.
No, this is what happened is I bought this in an auction, right?
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah, we bought that from you.
And then we asked him if he put up a show, and we had a few of his pieces. So to plump up the show, we put a few of our pieces in, and we thought if they sell, he could just keep the extra.
Yeah.
I either bought it a second time, or I'm mistaken. This could be.
We definitely did
I
buy
kind of
that.
think I bought it a second time, and we'll sell it tonight. But I really like. There's a few things I'm going to take with me out of this place. Hopefully not too much. I'm actually this summer super stoked about taking the sign off, and
What do you do with the sign?
the Rumble House
So
sign.
excited.
Are you gonna put it on top of the building you live in or something, or like put it in storage? For a bit?
Well, I use whenever I make a sign, I use the anagram creator to see what else it can spell.
Oh.
And Rumble House doesn't say anything but one. Like usually, you type in all the letters, and you get like a
Yeah.
list of like 50 things it could sell.
What else do you get
So-
Rumble?
There's only one cohesive statement that comes out of Rumble House. And this is why those letters are glued and screwed on,
Yeah.
because I have friends with good sense of humors, but the only thing you can rearrange the
Should you say this on camera?
No.
What are you gonna anyways, aren't you?
but I also don't want to get the giggles. The only thing that the Rumble House can be rearranged to say is bumhole user. So having those letters cut free and
Yeah.
reversible, I think for at least a day,
It's just a butthole user.
Brahma House will say bumhole user on the roof, and then I
Please
think.
message me on Instagram when that happens. I want to take
Oh
a
yeah.
photo.
Well, and it's
There's
because
not much little moon outside of it.
we're also peeling ourselves out of the space, right? So there's 10 months left. We our landlord is so reasonable that if we needed to get out, we could have got out early. We probably could have moved to a 1-year lease, but we want to try something different. And we really thought it was important to give people a year's notice.
Yeah.
Before we go. And then I came up with my new idea. So I'm like, oh, but on my birthday, it'll be exactly 9.5 years here.
Oh,
And it'll be I think our 13-year anniversary since 12-year anniversary since we opened Gorilla House. Yeah. And then also that's when you proposed to me. So there's a lot of like
You proposed to Rich? Oh
Sweet
my god!
story.
I didn't know that.
on my birthday, she always would climb on the roof and sing me a song, and I would have to pretend it was a surprise. She didn't
Yeah.
sing surprise 3 years in a row. And then the last time she did it, she kind of got down on one knee to propose to me, and I was like, I'm a feminist, so I literally scooped her up, carried her away from the front of the roof,
Yeah.
and I put her back down. And I said, I love you, but please don't ever kneel
The edge of our roof.
for me again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she's like, oh, I totally get it. And then we were excited. We came in. I got a couple angry texts from her mom who wasn't ready for us to get ready. And she's like, we need to talk. I'm like, no, we don't.
You guys have been together for so long already.
And yeah, but I mean, nobody was taking it seriously, so she had proposed. And
I
then
love that she proposed and you didn't actually, if your mom wasn't cool with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was around 2 years later that I felt like I was good enough. And I actually texted her 2 or 3 years later. I said, if Jess hadn't proposed and if we weren't already married,
Yeah.
this is that moment where I'd probably contact you guys and ask you for permission.
Aw.
But we got married without permission.
On the roof.
On the roof.
It was,
Yeah.
yeah, it was great.
No one gave us permission. No permission. This is also by Brandon, new artist here. This is opening is $50 for this one. Very cool. Acrylic on board.
But I am looking forward to taking the sign up. And then the last 6 months, we won't have a sign up there.
We're gonna
It'll
just
say
paint the
live
front
art.
door.
Oh, that's
So only people that remember who we are will come into it. It'll be more exclusive, I think.
Has anyone bid on the fox that I bid on?
Your fox is your
Yeah.
fox, yeah.
Is there anyone else bid on it?
No, it's for you.
Okay. I have cash.
Thank you.
Which I owe her is a 20.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
So I guess I'm here, yeah, it's 20.
I do have change.
You have change? Oh, that'd be sick.
Yeah. Okay. I can do that. Did you bid 10?
I think it was 10.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Should I? Do you need to go?
I think we'll probably go soon.
Okay.
Would it be easier? Okay, I'll do this.
Yeah.
I'll do dance. Da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na,
Okay, you don't need
Jess
to
is
dance.
getting
Okay,
changed.
this is
This is the money. It's not even funny. Send us some because we're struggling.
I was gonna show you. The other painting.
You don't
have
write
in your
songs
hand
faster
is
than
by
me?
Eli. The other painting you
AI.
have is in your hand, and Eli came down tonight. So yeah, so that's why I wanted to put in some of his pieces too. So
Oh,
that
that's
was by
cool.
Eli.
I like the glitter on it.
Yeah.
What's your opening bid?
That one I think is $20.
Can I tell you a story?
Yes.
Okay, so Eli is my friend that came in, and the snowblower banged up my ramp this weekend. I don't think they meant to do it on purpose, but I came in, my ramp was shattered. It's only about an inch. No, it's about a 3-inch incline to get in the door. But I built a ramp literally the first day we were here, and my snowblower, whoever that is, the building hires them, smashed my ramp. So we were in a big rush to get home today to rebuild the ramp before we started tonight. And then you came in tonight on a longboard, because your wheelchair is being repaired. And so obviously whatever we sell this for, we would also like to donate our half of that. And maybe if you're cool with it, I'd like to talk to you next week about like maybe doing a bit of an evening for you. You like that idea?
I would appreciate it.
And we'll try to figure out something with.
We'll show some of his pieces too. It's so nice seeing you. That was really fun. Okay.
Should we just do it now?
Nice meeting you.
Sure, nice meeting you. Take care. What do you mean?
So
These are all pieces by Eli, so yeah, we could. What do you want to do? What's your thinking?
I think we should just ask if people are in a position to help. Can you give me a ballpark number of what would help you sort of get back wheeling again?
Right now, the wheelchair I'm looking at is 780, but anything helps at this point.
Okay, so I'm
just open.
I'm personally going to donate $200, and then if anybody that's still online wants to help out, can we not do that through the gallery though? Because I don't have to pay taxes on.
No, that can just be a straight donation.
There was this one night where I said I
Oh,
would trade.
Alana said that she'll contribute, so we'll.
Yeah, contact us tomorrow,
Or-
independently of Rumble House, because I don't like. Sometimes we do this thing where we'll help people out, but then it's like our bank looks funny because money comes in. But can you? Do I have your number?
Yes, and we have the like e-transfer too.
Yeah. So come.
if that works.
Can you give me till the weekend?
Yep.
Yeah. Contact me on the. Do you have my number?
I have the business card.
Yeah. Let's make sure we have contacts,
Yeah.
and over the next couple of days, we'll see what we can pull together for. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
I also have another piece that I'm working on currently that I was going to bring with me, but it's both traditional style, I guess Aboriginal spear,
Yeah.
but it's kind of moderate and everything on it's artificial, like the feathers, the fur handles.
That's such a cool
I love that.
feature
Yeah.
because
Here, I'll
we,
show
we
you.
have these like little Egyptian gods we purchased from this space, and sometimes they have like authentic pieces that came from Egypt. But no, I don't want something that's
Yeah.
possibly
It
connected.
unethically
Right,
sourced,
but
right?
having the artificially created product, you know what I mean? Like there isn't an eagle with a feather missing and I love that because I think like vegan leather, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of in its own way more beautiful because there's no harm.
This is an example. It's a
no.
painted feather and wrapped piece by Eli. This opening was
And if I understand correctly, when you first introduced us to these, you're more cautious that people weren't being duped with an artificial feather. Am I understanding that correctly? But I actually think it's way cooler that
there's been really good feedback about
the
that.
feathers might still be in the eagle's butt. What kind of feather would this have been if it was?
It's crow, but I
Right.
believe it's an artificial turkey feather.
Right.
Cut, trimmed, and
Like
dyed.
Big Bird, right? Big Bird was made out of turkey feathers. That's super cool.
Really cool.
No animals were harmed in the making.
Yeah.
And if it is real, it's usually because I stumble across a bird that the feathers are really well liked.
This is also by Eli. Name that band.
Is this a cap gun?
It used to be a lighter.
Okay.
I recycle things.
That's awesome.
I think I've had my hands on this lighter before. Not this very one, but I think like in my lifetime. I wonder if it comes out of the same mold because I kind of also remember it being a cap gun.
It might have been.
And then the flowers on the side.
Guns and Roses.
That was my Axl Rose.
That's really good, yeah. That's really good. So text 403
I dance once a year.
629 7424 if you have any bids on any of the pieces. So these are by Eli, and the money will all go to Eli.
Do you remember Emily Gauthier?
Yes.
Yeah, so I worked with this phys ed. She's the phys ed consultant now. I think I worked with her for about 5 years. And then we had to do this thing where the staff at my school were supposed to dance. And I had no intention to take part. Like I was sitting there so angry.
Yeah.
And I can walk on my hands. And so in this dance, I danced on my hands.
Yeah.
And the kids were all blown away, and the staff was like, "We didn't know you could do that." And I was like, "I didn't know you could do that." And then Gautier is like, "Once a year," and everybody's like, "What?" He's like, "He dances exactly
Once a
once a year
year?
for about 11 seconds." And it was something that
So funny.
when I heard it, I was
Yeah.
like, "That's absolutely true."
Yeah. Once a
But
year.
she'd said it as a like, "Are you guys idiots? Rich dances
Once a year
for
for-
about 11 seconds."
You've been graced with the 11 seconds.
Right?
I was a privilege, probably.
Yeah. So, this is
Or
also
if
my
I'm in an
year.
elevator.
Yeah.
Right? My whole life is dance like nobody's looking.
Especially to the cheesy elevator music.
Yes. Yeah.
That goes in my head all day.
Oh my god.
If you're on hold with CRE.
I had this. I used to have like for a little while that when I lived in a house. Most of my life has been apartment living. There was a washing machine downstairs, and it was kind of broken. But the sort of like ostinato beat that came out of this broken washing machine was the same sort of drum beat from a hot little rocket song. And so every time I did laundry, I would get this one song. Yeah. No makes a good answer. Down with safe. Down with safe would kick into my head once a week whenever I did laundry with the.
Oh, sorry. There's what was the bid on the most one? Do you want to sell it or do you not want to sell it?
Who's
Jamie
asking?
was asking.
Okay, because we're hurting. Do you know if there's a minimum bid on this? I kind of think that I bought this, and it says $70. I think I was.
That was in
gonna buy,
the show.
I was going to buy it for 70. I don't know. I probably spent. I don't remember how much I spent on this, but I bought it a couple times. I'll start the bidding at $25. Does that sound fair? And then just know that you've got a piece of my heart on your wall.
Okay,
Who's got this?
Destin. And
Dustin.
that's timed out a lot.
Yeah. So these Betty Page paintings. Time it out. You know, and the other thing is my mom went to art school. So I didn't grow up with that like fear of
Oh,
Here, just-
Damien bid $80 on it.
on which.
Most.
Oh, okay, that's very nice. Thank you. Whoever gets the 5 Betty Pages in frames, I really do want to see a photograph of where you put them. No pressure. Here's a quick, I whipped off a painting of Jessie when she didn't know I was looking. It's also in a frame. That's a nice frame.
That's also a double
Floating frame.
sided one. Okay. And I think we might be. Are we slowing down here? Hold on, let me make sure.
Did this one get a bid? The
So that's opening 120.
120?
No, gosh, 200. What's wrong with me?
I don't know.
They even wrote all of them down for me.
This one sold a long time ago.
This is a small, so this is both of these pieces. Oh, and Chris, oh, here I have an idea. Sorry, and I got excited. And Christine did these little pieces, and
Yeah.
we could donate the sales to Eli. It could be a set, or it could be, if people, they're little abstractions. And if people, she said to either like give them as a good deed or whatever.
I think we should set a goal. Because you're also getting your chair fixed, right?
Trying
My
to.
friend's trying to fix the bag or something.
Is he a bike mechanic?
No, he's a mechanic, but like fixing up my place because my chair's always like putting holes in the drywall.
Okay. Let's maybe next week we'll try and build something around doing. I don't think getting a new wheelchair is an unreasonable ask.
Yeah.
If you had 3, I still think it's you might need one in red. So we'll figure something out this week.
Calgary's so wheelchair unfriendly, like the snow removal the other day.
Yeah.
And I had a bunch of appointments to make too, so that really sucked. And I think that's what did the damage.
Yeah. Do you have a dream one?
The future.
Yeah, like do you look at different chairs and like, oh, this would be so amazing, like that's like a fat bike version, or you don't want the motorized. Do you like?
I wish like there is an attachment you can get for like the I guess like standard wheelchair, like you just add it to the front and
Right, like an engine.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are wicked. But I feel like it's good to keep your arm strength going too, right?
That's why I have not chosen an electric chair.
Yeah. But okay.
Somewhere where I can longboard all the time.
Yeah.
And where the chairs are super short.
Yeah, with a longboard attachment on the back.
Oh, they actually have strollers like that, but I find that kind of dangerous for children. But I joke around with
Oh, yeah,
my
yeah.
partner all the time and say like, we should get one of these for me.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
likes to board and then
No, I get it. Yeah, it's cool.
that would be hilarious.
We'll build something next week around that. And then, like, do you have to order them?
No, I've just been dealing with Eco Medical, but just because my partner makes too much money on minimum wage and I've been staying with her for
I get that.
3 years.
Listen,
I
we'll
got
try and
caught.
make a trip on Saturday and get you one. We'll figure something out. Does that work?
Sounds good to me.
And then the one you're working on can be backup.
Yeah, that's good.
This would be such a good hustle if it was a hustle, though. Like,
Oh, everyone has thought that's what I was doing. When
I
did
don't
my
think that
own
at all. I'm
real
going to
estate.
give you $200, and then I think if we don't make up the difference,
We
I'll-
have some bids too. We have some.
we do.
Yeah.
Good. And then maybe we can make some gifts for the people that took part.
Dino is asking to see more bits pieces.
Can I tell you what I would do for a hustle if I was going to hustle?
I'll show it and you can talk. Yeah.
I had this idea when I was in like art school. I was going to shave the top of my hair off and go get a job in like Bonneville or something, and then get a job at a bottle factory or something, right? And I just spend the summer out there. But after a few weeks, it starts slowly growing the hair back on top of my head. And then the guys at work would be like, "Dude, what's with you?" I'm like, "I can't talk about it." I'm like, "No, seriously." And I get like olive oil and just rub it on my head every couple days. And then I tell them like I have this vial of stuff that comes from Italy. And I go from like having no hair to have my hair growing back. And then I can just see running into somebody from my high school and chasing me out of town with that was my hair tonic hustle.
So this is acrylic on canvas by Morgan, opening 50. So Morgan Paul is the artist, and he just had a show up here. He does a wide variety of styles. Here, I'll just make sure I have it because I wrote it in my notes when I first met you.
That's actually kind of a fun adventure. It's probably more fun for me than it's probably
Yeah, I
pain
have
for
your
you.
number.
Oh, not too much pain. Mine is like, this is easier than the wheelchair right now just because I'm not getting the
Yeah.
Oh, the artist is Morgan Paul. The show was here up on our Blue Wall Gallery, and he is, he has published a book. He is a writer. He is a painter. Dinah's asking good questions about the artist, and that's really important. We used to do a lot more of the artists selling their own work, and then so it'd be like the artist standing up there and talking about their work, and so it's become me, and I apologize for that. I really appreciate asking questions, Dinah. I appreciate it a lot.
Oh no, I meant if I pick you up on my Volkswagen.
Oh wow,
Yeah, we'll do
$50? Oh, that's amazing, Dinah. That's really great. I'll send you more info too because he has really great pieces up on I think his Instagram and everything too. So that's really sweet. So Dinah bid $50 for this incredible piece. Thank you, Dinah. Yeah, there's so much beautiful emotion, raw emotion. No, that's the bid. That's totally the bid. Okay. Thank you. So we'll send those pieces to you shortly. That's wonderful, Dinah. Thank you. And so you got this and this.
But you have to order it.
This has a bed. That has a bed. Just making sure I organize things. Okay, so people watching at home, do you have any other questions about any of the pieces? I will try to show.
Or at least it would be the 2 parts that I need. Well, I'm not sure if it does the same thing he does, and then I'm not thinking but I do, so I'm just not that way.
Awesome. Thanks, Dinah. Okay, so oh yeah, I wanted to show you. So Jola is I kept messing up the opening bid for his other piece. I apologize, Jola. So this is a print of an original. So you can see this is a smaller size. So the smaller size is opening at 150, and then this is the larger size. So he has brought a few prints in of his original work. So these are paintings of his original work. He says he works quite large, so he's been photographing them and then printing them on lovely canvases. So this is opening, 200 for the large one, 150 for the small one. So there you go. So it's a brand new artist too. And another thing that we used to do when there's new people, we have a big round of applause. So Jola and and Brandon as well. Thank you. These are some of, this is another one of Brandon's opening 70 for this one. So yeah. So hear and feel our lovely clapping that we appreciate you coming down to. And we also appreciate all of the people who bring their work down and that come down and hang out with us. We have planned to try to get Eli back in motion here, and so we're going to work on that. So if you will be in touch with those of you who have reached out, we are going to have the last. Oh, sorry. This is by Maggie, opening $5. You can text 403-629-7424 if you're interested.
That's
in buying
403-629-7424.
And again, 403-629-7424.
Makes me so happy.
I love that. It's so much fun.
This is a lovely photograph taken in a lovely place in Latvia. And I'm trying to get.
Remember how mad he got when I told him I thought Latvia was he serious? That's dramatic, right?
I think it's dramatic.
It's like, you're lucky the camera's on.
It's like, is the audio on? You're like, yes. I really like the subtlety of the light around the lady and the heart above. Nice. Well, it is 10:39. Should I keep showing stuff?
I think we're done.
I think we're done. So all of you lovely people who have bid on pieces too, I will be in contact this weekend. I'll go through and confirm everything with you, and then we can set up times for pickup or delivery if the pieces are larger if you're out of town. So we'll do pickup or deliveries, and I'll confirm with you this weekend so we can make sure everything is good. and we will be sending out the sales as well once I do that as well. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching, and thank you, everyone, for coming down, and thank you.
Are you about to sing a song?
everybody.
You have a phone in your hand.
What should I say?
Oh, I don't know. Well, if you're asking,
Here.
I like Muppet songs.
Okay. I don't got here.
How about?
I got it.
how
I
about
got it. I
Gonzo?
got. Yeah, that's the one I wanted to. Okay, here we go. This looks familiar, vaguely familiar, almost unreal yet. It's too soon to feel yet. Close to my soul, and yet so far away. I'm going to go back there someday. Sun rises, night falls. Sometimes the sky calls. Is that a song there? And do I belong there? I've never been there, but I know the way. I'm going to go back there someday. Come and go with me. It's more fun to share. We'll both be completely at home in midair. We're flying, not walking, on featherless wings. We can hold on to love like invisible strings. There's not a word yet for old friends who've just met. Part heaven, part space, or have I found my place? You can just visit, but I plan to stay. I'm going to go back there someday. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, and we'll be in touch soon about all the sales. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That was really nice. Thank you. And